Hey guys, how's it going? So, I used to be a big AMD shareholder, not anymore. I wish I just bought it and held on to it long term instead of selling it out at $13 because I bought this thing at like $2 and I sold out at, 13, 11, 12, 13, $14. And then I think I sold the rest at I sold like another 2 or 3 thousand shares at like $19 because I held a little bit for long term. I wish I just bought it and held on to majority of my position for the long term, and would have been rewarded super handsomely. But oh well, whatever. It is what it is. But AMD is doing fantastic. Dr. Lisa Su has completely turned the company around, and you know what? I honestly see that AMD could be a $200 stock in the future if the company its execution and keeps growing and could become a semi custom giant in the future. And with Nvidia being valued at $500 billion, I think AMD could be valued at $200 per share. AMD's earnings was fantastic. They're gaining ground on the um same kind of revenue generation as Nvidia in the near future. Their earnings was fantastic. The year-over-year growth was 99%. Of course, there was a lot of help in this because cryptocurrency is taking off, causing a huge demand in GPUs. So they're selling out all the GPUs. They're competing with Intel on the CPU front, and they're doing a fantastic job. And they're stealing a lot of market share in both the server and, on top of that, the consumer CPU market, including laptops. Their gross margins improved 4% from last year. And then also the pandemic is also helping them with huge demand because people are forced to stay at home, and because of that, they're buying new laptops. People are doing work at home stuff, and because of that, people are upgrading their laptops and computer and technology, and that is really benefiting AMD. Gross margin improved 4%. Their gross margin is um catching up to Intel. Intel was like, I think, 55 or 59, and they're already sitting at 48%, which is fantastic. Net income for this quarter was 710, huge improvement from last year, and $200 million improvement from this year. So AMD is doing fantastic right now. They're they're paying off their debt, and they've already bought back 2 million shares of their share buyback program that they issued last quarter. So the company's doing fantastic. I think the stock is gonna break $100. Jim Cramer thinks the stock's gonna break $100 here in the short term. I think it's also gonna break $100. I have a zero position in it. I could buy some calls, but right now I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna wait for hopefully a small dip in the stock market. Because Morgan Stanley came out and said, "Oh, we're gonna have a 20% correction eventually, hopefully in the short term." I'm hoping for a 20% correction in the market so I can go in and buy that dip. But hey, never know. Markets, you keep going high and high and high and never dip. So we'll see what happens. The market is a little red today, but we'll see. Ultimately, only time will tell. We look at Snap. I mean, Snap is barely a profitable company. It's already valued at 100. No, they're not even a profitable company yet. And they're already valued at $118 billion. We look at the earnings. They're making almost $1 billion of revenue, and they're losing like 150 million, 280 million, 65 million, and yet they're valued at 119 billion dollars. That's just wrong in my opinion, but that's just how the market values Snap. AMC right now is kind of volatile. Tesla's not doing too hot today, just kind of trading sideways. Yeah. Anyway, this is a little off topic, but there was a co-worker at work, and he watches anime, and he was telling me that I should check out Boruto. I was like, Boruto's so boring. There's too much filler. He's like telling me that I should go to the Boruto filler list and just watch anything that says manga canon on it. And so I did that, and I started just watching manga canon, and it started getting super interesting near the end, around 200 episode, like 200-ish, around 192. This is when it starts getting super interesting, when they introduce the new character into the anime. And so I like Naruto, and Naruto Shippuden, and Boruto was like yawn fest, so boring. But because they put so much filler in. Everything that says anime canon on it is basically filler. Manga canon is directly from the people who created the manga, but anime canon is basically filler. Filler is just pure filler. So yeah. So if anybody's interested, just watch the manga canon. But it's getting really interesting right now. I'm on episode, I think, 203. So yeah, pretty interesting. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Oh man, I only gotta last like another minute. That's it. Voyager, right? Let's look at Bitcoin right now. It broke 40K not too long ago, and it's looking a little bullish. Like almost went to 41K. And right now, from a charting perspective, it looks like pretty bullish. I have to say, right? It looks like pretty bullish right now. It broke right through the 50-day moving average and the orange of the Bollinger Band, and I think Bitcoin could break 50K. It could go back to 50K in the near future here. Just saying, not financial advice. We'll see what happens. And then Voyager, which is a company I'm a shareholder in, is doing extremely well. So doing well. I mean, I still think that this is a buying opportunity, and I'll still be dollar cost averaging in, because I still believe that Voyager could be a really huge return on investment, especially at these prices. Just saying, not financial advice. Anyways, that's it for my video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.